Your voice, your community, your station. 107.5 CCFM.
In the time being 8 minutes past 11 on Radio CCFM, my name is Ethel, and on the line I'm with a very special lady by the name of Abigail Klopper. Good morning, Abigail.
Good morning, Ethel. How are you?
I'm doing great, and you?
Good, thank you.
Abigail, we're talking about social media issues this morning, the good and the bad. Which one do you want us to start with?
Always start with the good.
All right. And Abigail, let me start by saying that your company is doing quite a great work, Learn Social Media Today. And we would want to hear more from you. What do you do?
Basically, I help small business owners on how they can utilize these free marketing mediums to be able to market their business online. And a lot of business owners are they find it quite daunting to get onto Facebook and Twitter and all of these social media platforms, and they don't know how to basically manage their campaign. So I offer this sort of hand-holding service and explain to them exactly working out their strategy, how are they going to communicate the message for their business, which platforms to use, and then step-by-step how to implement each social media platform for this exact purpose.
And now the good side. Let's talk about the good side in relations to businesses, that you are corresponding with, and as well as more private.
Yes, absolutely. Social media is revolutionizing the marketing world as we've known it. And the biggest reason I would say that social media is such a powerful tool is because it is freely available. Each of the platforms are free. So literally it's such a cost-effective marketing tool because the only investment really is your time, which is what makes it so powerful for small business owners and how they can actually compete with bigger organizations. Also with social media, it is about personalizing a brand. So you want to know in using your social media campaign, you want your audience to know who the person is behind your company. Mm-hmm. So it's not just, you're not just a robot, or you're not just hiding behind this big grand brand, that people understand, your audience understands that they're actually making contact with the person. And that's what, social media is social. So you're engaging, you're creating conversations, mm-hmm. you are answering questions directly. It's a great customer service tool. It's a fantastic market research tool because in an instant you can find out what your audience likes about your product or service, or what they would, what you need to change. So from that point of view, it really does make it such a valuable tool for small business owners.
It does indeed. It does indeed. And lately there has just been, so many, positive feedback from small businesses who have been using these mediums and doing exceptionally well by through advertising. Yes. And what can you add on to that as well?
Absolutely. I think the main point is that it creates brand awareness. So if you are struggling, with traditional marketing, approaches to just create awareness of your service offering, what it is that you do, or to correct misconceptions about your product and service. This is the opportunity to do that, and the viral nature of it as well. Once one person has a good experience with your company, they're going to want to tell their friends, and really social media is word of mouth on steroids. It really is because of that viral nature.
And tell me, I know we're still on the good side of things, but what can the negative impact be, especially for a small company? Because lately when you go on Facebook, you just really start seeing things there that are not very positive or not so good. Must the person who owns a small business be too careful about the friends that they've added on Facebook, or how does it actually work?
Yeah. When starting out with your social media campaign, you really want to be strategic in your approach. So I always say that it comes down to you want a quality audience rather than a quantity audience. So you want to really reach the people who would be interested in your message. So you do have to be strategic about who you connect with on each of the platforms, because you want them to become your brand ambassadors. Another challenge for small business owners is that they find that they sometimes get overwhelmed by the amount of information, on all these social media platforms. And if you don't start out with a plan, it's very easy to get distracted, and you spend a lot of time, and you're very busy, but you're not achieving anything. And then the third challenge for business owners, I would say, is the time management side of things. There's lots of tools that you can use to streamline your efforts on social media, that you can link all your different profiles so that you can upload on one space, and that would filter through to 3 or 4 or 5 different platforms. So helping you just manage your time more effectively. And then lastly, I would point out as well in terms of reputation management, just in terms of, obviously, if somebody's had a good experience with your company, they're going to tell their friends on Facebook, but also you have to be aware that if they've had a bad experience, they're also going to go out and tell their friends about this bad experience. So you need to think about how you're going to manage that before that actually happens. And my advice to small business owners in that respect is acknowledge the person's complaint, apologize for their bad experience, and then take it offline and offer to meet up. Let's have a cup of coffee so we can resolve this issue.
Wow, I think, I think that's the only way, hey?
Absolutely. Don't run away from it.
Don't run away from it.
Yeah.
And lately as well, there's just been, a lot of, chaos that has been happening about this Facebook thing and the Twitter and the blogging. And this is starting to take its own dimension, and especially career-wise and business-wise, we're seeing people not even being able to be employed just because of their Facebook status or the picture on their Facebook profile. And companies lately are starting to use this very same, media channels to check, their candidates.
Filtering, yes, absolutely. It is. You are, if you are online, all of your information and everything you say or do is in the public eye, and you've got to think about that before you put anything on there that you don't think would put you in the best light. And it swings both ways. Anyone who is employing somebody, they might actually find their profile and, offer an interview based on the information that they've put on their profiles, and vice versa, that if you have put some rather controversial information there, then that could jeopardize your chances.
It could definitely jeopardize. And your contact number, Abigail, for, especially for small businesses that are wanting to learn more and to know more about what your company does.
Yes.
Where can they contact you?
Okay, they can contact me on my cell phone. It's 076 129 7631. Alternatively, they can log on to my website, is www.learnsocialmedia.today.co.za.
Perfect. I think we have all the information. Is there anything else that you wanted to add on to our interview?
Yeah, just that it is a fantastic tool, and there is no limitation for, if you are a one-man band running your own business up to big corporates, that everyone is jumping onto this bandwagon, and the sooner you get on, the better.
The sooner you get on, the better. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Abigail, for making time to speak to us this morning.
Thank you, Ethel.
All right then.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
And that was Abigail Klopper from the Learn Social Media Today. It's her company, and she would be able to give you more information if you're a small business on how to market your company. You can contact her on 076 129 7631. The number again, 076 129 7631.